Here we are on the main dashboard page of Mind for Me when a member first logs in. So here, this is a general community, and what they'll see is the requests and the offers that meet their criteria and the criteria of those requesting and offering it, including those that they may not be connected with. And names and privacy are maintained as they are in the communities you establish and the groups for your childcare and early learning centres. So if we go specifically to that area, here people get access just to the groups and the levels that you enable for them. And once they're in there, and we'll just move that over, under your branding so that they're very clear what community group they're in, your childcare and early learning centre can set up different groups to fit your needs, both for the families in there, for staff, or any others that you may have. So within here we have another dashboard, which is the help offers and requests specifically within those groups or that group that they're looking at. Again, here privacy is maintained, but it allows people to engage with each other, to request friendships, to message each other, and make all sorts of plans and arrangements that help them and build your community. We have an area that your managers can make announcements, and when they make announcements, comments can be enabled or disabled. And likewise, depending on the settings that you control, discussions within the group. Again, maintaining the privacy so that people can feel comfortable. Never do we give out any contact details or addresses. So it lets people very freely and comfortably engage and interact, message, ask questions, whatever it is they might like to discuss there. Optionally, member list can be included. Again, always make the privacy maintained, but what we do have and allow is for the members of your groups here to decide if they want to override that. We always give individuals and families the complete control over their own privacy. So it's really as simple as that. On the dashboard, if they need hand or want to offer some help, a couple of clicks, possibly even just organise a play date so they can get to know each other, and they can do that somewhere safely. We'll just pick a time, a date, and we can say, I'm just going to pick a place I know. Archfield Wetlands, a lovely area. And in here, the groups they can access are available. So it can be, you can choose whether or not they can allow that at a higher level. So all the families in the school or just within the groups that you set up. So, but it does give them, empowers them to do it within their own circles and greater community. So they can do that as well as engaging within your groups at your childcare and early learning centre. In this case, care coins aren't needed, but that's just the way that we keep it fair. And when they want to do it, they can just request it that easily and then share it. Yeah, what we have now is an owner or manager account, which is what we would provide you, and we can assist in setting up your organisations or groups, because here you can create the groups however you like, and as we saw before in the group, you can have access or limit access at any level of the groups as well. Each group at each level has different settings. When you set these at the start, they'll cascade down just for your own ease, but if at any point in the groups you want to change it, for example in here We've got family, but if in the case of staff, in case of mums or dads or managers or anything like that, we'll set the type as individual, so it doesn't bring in all members of the family to access and see it. We've got a whole lot of different flexible options, whether or not a member list is shown. Like I said before, privacy is always applied. The joining settings, we recommend open to start with. However, it depends on the controls you need, just to allow members to start coming in and then to apply control. Or closed invitation means people that even get to a link to the group can't apply. They have to get a special invitation link. At any point, the owner can limit access to the settings for the managers they might assign. A group, for example, in this case, the families for this year. Under that, you might have the different rooms or classes or age groups. And if you want members to access the group at this level, such as all the families, and then you can just leave that enabled, or you can turn it off so they can only access the level that they're a member of. You can enable, disable the discussions, the announcements. Announcements are what owners and managers can post, and each of those you'll see, I'll come to that soon, you can see to allow comments or not. The attachments and allowing comments, but you can set that for each one. Group messaging, that's a function coming soon, but it just allows a bit more flexibility, and you can give your group its own nickname that just makes the URL a little bit cleaner and nicer, and a QR code you could share, for example, if it's an open or public group, for people to access. But for the most part, I expect for childcare centres, early learning, it's actually going to be a private group, and we're not going to really be sharing that unless you're just generally getting people access so they can find it and request to join. The announcement section here, only the owners and managers are able to make the announcements, and when an announcement's made at each level, you can disable the comments anyway. And that more or less sums up how you can use the groups. Bear in mind, and I believe I might have said it before, make sure people are aware. We want to make sure they're aware. We really want the feedback. Our whole focus is on continuing development for this, adding more features, functionality, improving what's there. So we're here to listen. Thanks.